Good morning, kids. My name is Dharmendra sir from Divine Public School. I'm your science teacher. We are learning the chapter Light, Reflection and Refraction. What we are going to learn today is image formed by a concave mirror. We already started with one case last time and the nature of the image. Now, let me brief you a little where we have. So, last time what I told you is there are four ways a light can behave. The first, if a light is parallel to the principal axis after reflection, it always passes from principal focus. Yes. The second is if a light passes from incident ray passes from principal focus after reflection, it will become parallel. The third case tells you if a light incident ray passes from center of curvature after of reflection, it passes from center of curvature only. And the fourth case tell you if a light falls at pole after reflection, there is no fixed way, but the angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. Now what we are going to see is this 6 cases. If you read the heading, it says image formation by a concave mirror for different position. We saw the first case at infinity. Can you see? We saw the first case at infinity. We get an image at principal focus, highly diminished, real and inverted. Now, we are going to see the second case. So, these are the 6 cases. We already draw this first case, that when you take one object in infinity, then the parallel rays will come. So, you know if a light is parallel to principal axis, after reflection it is going to meet on at F. Hence, we can say it is highly diminished, right? It is meeting in front of me here, so real image. Now, there is one thing for sure, that the real image is mostly inverted and virtual image is only erect. This is true only for a concave mirror, right? Let me help you again. Now, let's see the second case as what I told you. The second case is we are taking an object at F. So, here, let me draw. Look at it properly, because here you need to draw also. Now, we'll draw a principal axis and you have to show this part. Now, this part this shows you that it is an opaque. So, make sure you draw it properly. Now, you must be wondering, as what I said, sir, how to draw and all. It is very easy. I'll guide you with an exact measurements also. Now, this is my F and this is my C and this is my pole. What I said, my object is on F. So, second case we are talking when the object is on F. So, when your object is on F, see, you have to take 2 rays from a single point. How does an image is formed? I told you, an image is formed that from one point if you take 2 rays and after reflection where they meet, at that point your image is formed. In first case what we saw, at infinity, if your object is at infinity, where do you get your image? At F. So, here it is reverse. Now, if you put your object at F, your image will be formed at infinity. So, how? Let's see. So, let us draw. The first ray I am drawing is always, mostly the first ray is this only, where I am taking it parallel to the principal axis. So, this is parallel. So, after reflection, where does it go? After reflection, where does it go? It goes from F. As the rule says that after reflection, it always goes from F. Okay. So, this is your incident ray. Now, you have to show this arrow, this small arrow. because then only the teacher got to know which one is the incident ray and which one is your reflected ray. So always show it with an arrow, then only it is going to help us. So this is your first. Now I said we have to take two rays. So two rays, what I do is I am going to take a ray which is passing from, okay, so I am going to draw a ray which is here. So this is my incident ray. Now after reflection I said it passes through C. Can you see? So this is my incident ray. When a ray, right? So after reflection it passes from C only, that is a rule. So normally we always take these two cases only, these two rays only, where one parallel to principal axis and other is passing from C. Remember which two rays you have to take. One, it is parallel to principal axis and other from C. And if you see they didn't meet, means where you get your image? You get your image at infinity. Okay. Now you get in front of a mirror. So how is the image? Your image is real. I told you, if you get behind the mirror, you get inverted. But here your image is on front of mirror. So when you get your image in front of mirror, means it is a real image, right? And highly magnified. Because if you see, the object is so small, but when you get your image, it is highly magnified. Okay, real and inverted. See, I told you real images are mostly inverted, right, and highly magnified. So that is how you get the second case. Again I am repeating. First case, what we saw, at infinity, if you put your object at infinity, you get your image at F. Second case tells you if your object is at F, you get your image at infinity, real and inverted and highly magnified. Let me show you in our table. If you see the figure number E at in the first one, the third, that is E. See, when you put your object at F, right, the first ray parallel to principal axis goes to infinity and the other is at C. And if you show it on table, can you see case number 5th at F, where you get your image at infinity, highly magnified means enlarged, real and inverted. Okay. Now the very important case which we are going to see, the third case, that is when you put your object beyond C. Now can you see the second case here? Here, let me show you how. So you draw then you will draw your principal axis, okay, then you put, this is your P, F and C. Okay, now you are putting your object beyond center of curvature. So beyond C means you don't need to put so many, it's like 1 to 1.5 centimeter. Again I am telling you, I'll exactly help you how to, I will exactly help you how to draw tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow I'll tell you how to draw all these figures. Right now you just understand, put all your effort in understanding. So I am taking my object, let me take it little far. So again I said how to draw, you have to draw two rays, one as always parallel to principal axis. So this, and you know, when a ray is parallel to principal axis, from where does it pass? It passes from F. right? So this is your F. See, this is interesting, okay? You will easily get it. Now, then you have to draw an arrow that shows which one is the incident ray and which one is your reflected ray. Okay. Now the second I told you, one parallel to principal axis and second from C. So let me draw from C. And what did I told you? After reflection where they meet. Let's see after reflection where they meet. So one from C. Put your effort properly, okay? You will get it very easily. So if I can see, okay, so from C, fine. So now I am drawing another ray from C. So you know from C, if an object incident ray passes from C, what does the rule tell you? The reflected ray will also passes from C only. Remember the rule? So where are they meeting? So they are meeting here. Can you see? Here. So how does an image is form? This one. Now, Prakriti once asked me, sir, where we get always the image on the upper end? Can you see? Here you can beyond means below the line. And when you get a image below the line, it is inverted image. Okay. So here you can see the inverted image. I'll show you the practical also when we meet. Okay. So this is a real image, a real object, and how image you get? Inverted. Now you know it is getting in front of a mirror. So let me write down in a case. Here what is our case? When you put your object beyond C, where you get your image? Between, where you get? C and F, yes. And what is the nature? This is called nature. Nature is real, inverted. Now, if you see properly, is the size smaller or greater? The image size is smaller than the object or it is greater than the object? Yes, it is smaller. So, diminished. Not highly diminished. If you see, it is not too small, right? So, we can just say diminished. So, real, inverted and diminished. When you put your object beyond C, you get your image between C and F. Okay, let me show you it in our textbook. See the B case. Can you see the B case here? When you put your object beyond C, you get your image between C and F, right? And now what our table tells you? See, can you see the second case? Beyond C, between C and F, diminished, only diminished, not highly diminished, and real and inverted. See, it is easy to remember. Now we are going to take the reverse way. First, how I take? At infinity, where you get? At infinity at F. So at infinity at F, at infinity. Now we said beyond C, between C and F. Beyond C, between C and F. Now we are going to take the reverse procedure. Between C and F and beyond C. See, it's just the reverse thing. It is so easy to remember. So what is the next case? Between C and F. Can you see between C and F? Here. Okay. So let me show you that also. Now wait for a while. I'll come back again in the next video. So the video's length will not be too long. Okay. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.